There is a shift happening. You can't deny it. There's a physical material shift that is happening among Earth, and there is a spiritual, energetic shift that is happening among Earth and its inhabitants, which is us. So, this shift is making a lot of people feel uncomfortable. It's going to put you on one of two spectrums. You're either going to feel really stoked on the new changes and you're going to feel empowered by your newfound freedom, your newfound awareness within your choices and intentionality. Or you're going to freak out because you've realized that everything you've been told is a lie and all your beliefs have been ruining your whole life. Oh, sorry. My face is itchy and I can tell it's just like the allergies. It's kind of windy here and there. So, with these shifts, they're going to become more and more apparent. The internet is going to quicken this, AI is going to quicken this. More and more people are feeling depressed and anxious. More and more people are yearning for something more. More and more people are excited for a counterpart in a relationship to grow and evolve and build empires together. More and more people want more out of life. If this sounds like you, if this resonates with what you're going through, then stay with me here. My name's Deb, and I like to talk about the human experience, whether that's emotions or situations or things that are changing. There's a spiritual war happening right now. And this existence is filled with energies that are unseen, that are affecting you. If you have a phone in your hand every day, you are being manipulated. You are being persuaded. If you look at how many satellites we have over the earth, I would not be surprised if there are radio waves going through for manipulation on a mass scale already. And I can say this very confidently because I have been studying the conspiracy side of things for probably at least a decade and a half now, if not 2 decades, but also like really kind of from a child. I was exposed to it. Wow, I just remember I was exposed to it from my uncle. Like I've been seeing the cracks in the system my entire life. And this fuzzy from the microphone blows away. So I'm bringing up the conspiracy factor because I have been through ridicule. I have been through being shamed and being put down of people saying the conspiracy things aren't real, it's fake, you're crazy. And it's very interesting because at the time they said those things. And as time went on, everything that was a conspiracy that I shared with others has been now proven to be a fact. Information has been released that the things are fact. Chemtrails, very simple example. Been talking about chemtrails decades ago. Everyone thought it was crazy. Now it's well known that chemtrails are a thing. Cloud seeding is a thing. And mostly because the way that this earth works is that nothing can exist without someone observing the thing first. And so when it comes to movies and television and music videos or performances, it's all occultism. They are using magic to put things in your face, to be able to, they can't do things to you unless you know, unless you observe it. So it's a deeper, dark magic, but I've seen it. I'm not making this up. Okay, so when I say pay attention to what your diet is with electronics, what your diet is with music, music can have hidden vibration in it that you don't even know. It's not just words and lyrics, it's vibrations, it is frequency, and they have purposely taken over mainstream music to be able to implement dark energies into your soul, into your spirit. Right. I don't know if you've ever had an experience where uh, you felt really dense or heavy, and then something happened and you felt really light. Like I've had Reiki sessions where I've gone and I have felt so incredibly light afterwards. Or if I had an illness and then I like sweated a lot or puked a lot and then I felt light afterwards. It's because there's energies that we can't see that are manipulating us. And it's up to us to take care of our own energy and our own power, because if we don't intentionally harness our own power, call in our own energy, ground ourselves into our own being, then our energy is consistently leaking out for others to harvest. And that's what the majority of the population is having happen to them. And then as you begin the awakening process, which an awakening process is going to happen through a matter of ways, it's either going to happen through psychedelics, trauma, or meditation. Of all my experience and all the thousands of people that I've talked to, every awakening has stemmed from those three things. So if you've had trauma in your life, prepare for awakening eventually. If you start doing the work to heal that trauma, to witness that trauma, not to heal it. I mean, healing is a wrong word. We're just witnessing things. We're accepting things. You don't heal anxiety. You become its friend and you learn to understand it because it has a purpose. And when you have it, it's talking to you. It's like a little kid that when they're just saying, I just want to say this. And you're like, no, you're not allowed to say that. Okay, a good example. I live in the desert. Okay. And I was on a hike and there was an arch. And it's a family on a trip. There's multiple families, multiple couples, multiple children. And one of the fathers of a family went kind of on top of an arch. Mind you, you're not allowed to go on top of an arch. He didn't go over the arch, he went on the edge of the arch. So I think he was okay following rules. But one of the children below, who was probably 7 years old, she was okay. The whole family was freaking out. They did not have a high sense of adventure, and from from my view, the guy was totally safe. He was fine. He wasn't doing anything dangerous. But these people who weren't familiar with the outdoors, they were very worried and concerned and asking him to get down. And the child was like starting to freak out. She's like, I just want to tell him that I care about him and I want him to get down and be safe. And the mom's like, no, he's not going to listen to you. Like, just be quiet. He's not going to listen. He's not going to listen. And the whole time I'm like just observing. I'm like, well, mother, you are not listening to this child. Just listen to her and just let her tell him what she wants to tell him. And the mother was shutting her down. And then at that point, the child kicked the mother, and the mother's like, you don't hit. I understand you're upset, but you're not, oh, like, it's not okay to physically hit people because you're upset. And so, like, I see where the mother was going with that logic, but also in the beginning, had she just let the child speak, I mean, she's saying he's not going to listen to you when she herself is not listening to the child. Like, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about breaking generational trauma, breaking generational pain and curses and ways of being. But our anxiety and our depression and our worry and our not feeling good enough, those emotions are that little child. We're saying, no, we don't want to listen to you. It doesn't matter what you have to say. And so when we're trying to heal ourselves and make these things go away, that's what we're doing. When we just need to like step back and maybe in that mom's shoes been like, I mean, and I think the mom was just kind of embarrassed because like there were people around and he's up there. So like for the child to talk to the father, I'm going like this because it was like on this side, right? Um, for the child to talk to the father, they would have had to use a loud voice, which may have felt inappropriate in a nice, quiet desert where there's a lot of tourists around. So from her point, it's children should be seen and not heard. And I feel like that's where she was coming from. And now I don't judge people when I categorize them, but I am observing people as I categorize them. And it comes from an observation of awareness of being able to see their energies, see their past. I can see their troubles. I can see their successes. I can see a lot in people just by being near them. Sometimes I don't even have to see them. I can see the likeness of them as they're coming towards me, and I just already know. And so I can see that that family definitely has some generational things to work out. And it might happen with our next generation, and it might not. But I will say, as I said that, it came into my mind that whether people are willing to do the generational work and shadow work or not, change is going to happen within the next few generations, whether we want it to or not. All right, so there's been, back in my conspiracy theory days, CERN was coming onto the scene, and CERN is this. It's amazing. It's go look it up. I can't even explain it. It's huge. It costs a lot of money. I'm pretty sure they created like their own country and currency to be able to work with the process of CERN in the beginning. Basically, they're playing with dimensions. They're playing creating dark matter and creating suns, and they're just doing all kinds of things. But with some experiments that they were doing, they were using supercomputers and AI to be able to try to predict the outcome of humankind. And there was a time frame where the computers were giving back many different outcomes. And then there was a shift. There was a very specific time frame where their reportings back from this experiment, there's a different word for it, but the reportings back were no longer separated timelines. All timelines went to singularity. And we are singularity. We are the singularity. We are all one. We are all connected. You hear the silence of the desert, the birds and the crickets. The flies even carry their own magical vibration. There are energies around you at all times that are unseen and that are affecting your body. The more we work on intentionally clearing our vessel, clearing our thoughts, clearing our memories that hurt us, clearing up the negative beliefs and confusions that we can't seem to digest, that hold us back. It's time for us to awaken. If you're still watching this, you're either on your awakening path or you can feel that it's coming and you're curious. If you're curious and you're not there yet, remember the three things: meditation, psychedelics, trauma. One of those things, three things, will get you there. Awakening is not, it's fun for my soul. I have purposely taken paths that were against my intuition and against my higher self so that I could dive deeper into the shadow self and that duality. Because I know that Earth we're just here to have fun and we're here to experience. And I know that I have a calling, and I know that all my choices have kind of deterred that calling, but at the same time, I knew all along that there was more for me to experience and to learn to be able to create the whole wisdom container that I am, to be able to hold this space to call others to this new earth. If you're still watching this video, I hope that means that this resonated with you. Comment below something that stood out for you, something that called to you. Like for the algorithms, and subscribe to show the world that we are supporting a new earth. We are supporting calling back our energy. We are supporting creating our own world by our rules, by our imagination, by our own projections. My name's Deb. I like to share my human experience to help others gain confidence with their human experience. We're all just here to experience, doing the best that we can. There's a new earth already here, supporting you all on your journey as much as possible. Have a beautiful day. And I'm going to show you where I'm at real fast. Nice flat rock. So, cheers. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Have a blessed day.